So there really is no precedence for what we're about to show you in this film today. That individual is about 175 yards away from me, and it appears to be the exact same type of individual that I saw in this encounter, except the one I saw was approximately 9 feet tall. The individual in this clip appears to be somewhere between 12 and 14 feet tall. That's 175 yards away. You can plainly see that individual standing there, staring at our group. 12 to 14 feet. That's my estimate. We stood right there. Several of us. I distinctly remember as all our cameras were dying, several of us saying that, we were seeing things in that tree line over there. And my gaze was fixed on this individual here. And I shot, as many clips as I could. And the sun was in my eyes, but we managed to get him. Despite all of our telephoto lens cameras having died as we arrived in this prairie. So in this particular frame, you can see that rise coming to a point in his hair off the top of his head, just like the one that I saw 2 years ago. In this shot, you can really see the thing has its mouth open, and comparably, man, it's the same type. It's crazy. Tiny bits of movement here and there. But he's really just standing there watching all of us. It's a great shot. I think it's only natural to flinch at this. I know it took me 5 years to get it to where I would even put it out. So we finally did it. There are creatures in existence right now that are over 20 feet right here in the state of Florida, and that's one of them. What does this mean? Right, first of all, it's real. We were in an area we had no idea we were going to be in. 6 of us wandered in there. All of our cameras died. I pulled out my backup, which happens to be one of the only cameras on the expedition encased in aluminum, and shot what I perceived to be the best areas in front of me, based on our research. This is what we caught. The Bible talks about creatures like this, and there are many passages about giants. There are people who claim to have unearthed giant skeletons, and thousands of such reports of giants. And the mound builders and the giant skeletons exist. We can't dismiss that, right? Native Americans talked about this. So what do we have here? What we have is historical documentation from our culture that's been denied through the newspaper reports. You have thousands of reports of people seeing enormous Sasquatch. I doubt this size has ever been seen and then reported, or taken seriously. I wouldn't have. I can remember thinking 25 feet when someone told me that they can get to that big, that I thought that was ludicrous. There's only so much we can take of uncovering the truth before it starts to snowball. This is, the first footage that in 10 years, really in 10 years, 5 years I've been picking up things like this, but not to this degree where we can actually tell that this is indeed what it looks like. That it's this size, it's ridiculous. But where do we live? And what has been done to history? We all know that there are accurate records about how history has been manipulated and sequestered. Is it possible that all of it is being managed right under our noses, and that the physical characteristics of these giant types of man, that they blend into their environment naturally, has gone outside our purview for hundreds and hundreds of years? Yes, it's not only possible, it's happening. Stay on the trails. No camping at night. Dwelling area. I like that one. These wildlife management areas that we shoot in are public domain. That means the public can go in them anytime they want. Typically, a wildlife management area will have deer, hogs, and various other game based on whatever region it's in. This particular area right here, there are cows running around the forest with tags in their ears. At one point in the expedition, Matthew and I had heard something from that particular area, and so I walked back out front past Mike and shot a clip, and indeed there was something over there watching us.